This year Halloween fell on a weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys are trick-or-treating.
What's good, people? Welcome to the Uptown Horror Review Show. It is that time of the month, so that means it is time for me to rank all of the books that I've read in the month of January 2021. Now, I apologize, but, I'm going through all kind of fucking sinus problems right now, so, I'm just going to keep this video short and sweet, but I am briefly going to go over all of the books that I read in January. You feel me? I hope you like this video. I hope you leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my motherfucking channel. Let's just get right into it. So at number 10, we have Gods of the Dark Web by Lucas Mangum. So in this book, there are these supernatural entities who lurk the dark web and they terrorize anyone who is unfortunate enough to cross paths with them, right? So this one kid is surfing the dark web and, he winds up getting kidnapped by these people. So now it is up to his older brother to do some detective work and find out what the fuck happened to him. Now, the reason that this book is at the very bottom of the list is because, this guy spends the entire book researching these supernatural entities. And, I was expecting for us to learn, like, this interesting backstory about these people. But, by the end of the book, we don't learn shit about them, man. He spends his whole time researching them. We don't learn a damn thing, It was just so fucking disappointing, man. But that is number 10. Gods of the Dark Web by Lucas Mangum. So at number 9, we have Final Sky by Elias Witherow. So this book is about this post-apocalyptic world where, nobody even knows how the world ended. But all they know is that there is this chain that's anchored to the ground and, it reaches up into the heavens as far as the eye can see. And this band of mercenaries gets hired to transport this guy to the base of this chain, and it quickly becomes a quest to save the world. Now, the book was decent enough, it was like Guardians of the Galaxy mixed with Mad Max, but it was just kind of bland to me, man. Like, it gets interesting once we learn how the world actually ended, but the journey to get up to that point, it was just so dull, man, in my honest opinion. But that is number 9, Final Sky by Elias Witherow. Now in number 8, we have Fantasticland by Bockoven. So as many of you know, I just did a full review for this one, so you can go check that out if you want. But this book is pretty much about this group of 300 teenagers who are trapped in this theme park during the aftermath of a hurricane. And it just goes from 0 to 100 at the drop of a hat, man. Everyone starts killing each other, everyone starts fucking slaughtering each other. But it just didn't make any sense, man. If you want my full opinion on the book, you can go watch the review. But that is number 8, Fantasticland by Bockoven. So at number 7, we have Scary Bastard by Aron Beauregard. So this book is about this demented individual who, he works at an institution for the criminally insane. He gets a bright idea that he's gonna free one of their most dangerous, psychopathic inmates on Halloween night. And he's just gonna have the time of his life as he follows this guy around. And, he's just gonna bear witness to all the carnage that's about to happen. And it was just off the chain, man. This was like an 80s slasher type of film. And although that isn't something I would normally read, it was still thoroughly enjoyable, man. So that is number 7, Scary Bastard by Aron Beauregard. Now at number 6, we have Dead Body Disposal by Athan. So this book is about this guy who has these homicidal urges and, he winds up hiring this prostitute, and in his mind, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill her real quick and, hopefully I'll just get these urges out of my system and I could just go on and live my life, right? So he takes his prostitute to this hotel room and, he fucking murders her in cold blood. And now it is up to him to get rid of her body without anyone in the hotel finding out. Now the book was good for the most part, but it was very fucking graphic and it was very fucking brutal, man. So if you don't have the stomach for it, you might want to skip this one. But that was number 6, Dead Body Disposal by Athan. Now at number 5, we have The Thing in the Ward by Nicholas Gray. Now this novella was written by one of the staples of the horror tube community, my man Nicholas Gray, aka Spooky Noodles. And yo, bruh, you did an amazing fucking job with this novella, man. So this is pretty much about this guy who is, this young guy who has his whole life ahead of him. Then he gets diagnosed with terminal cancer. So, he's been in the hospital for the past couple of months struggling with that. And out of nowhere, this mutated freak of nature shows up. And now it is up to him to make it out the hospital in one piece and, live to see another day. That is number 5, The Thing in the Ward by Nicholas Gray. So in number 4, we have Pest by Matt Shaw. So this book is about this perverted individual who, he enjoys sending random women unsolicited pictures of his manhood. And one night, he sends one of these pictures to the wrong fucking woman, man. This woman sees his picture in her inbox and she immediately DMs him back. And she's like, wow, I want to see that thing in person. You should come over to my house and we can have a good time, right? So this dumb motherfucker, he fucking puts his clothes on. He drives all the way to this woman's house. And once he gets there, all I'm gonna say is it does not end well for him, but it does not end well for the woman either. You get what I'm saying? But that is number 4, Pest by Matt Shaw. So for these last 3 books, I plan on doing full reviews for each and every one of them. So, forgive me, but I'm going to be as vague as I possibly can. But just know that I highly recommend all 3 of these books to all of yous. And they are all fucking incredible. But yeah, man, let's get back to the video. So in number 3, we have Neverday by Carlton Mellick III. So that movie Groundhog's Day? Well, imagine Groundhog's Day, but instead of one person repeating the same day over and over again, imagine if the entire fucking world were all collectively repeating the same day at the same time, man. So now it is up to society to figure out a way to adapt or, just fucking fall into ruin. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I cannot wait to do a full review for this one. This shit was off the fucking chain. And that was number 3, man. Neverday by Carlton Mellick III. Now in number 2, we got The Third Parent by Elias Witherow. So this book is about this mysterious guy who he walks into this family's house one day and he forcefully makes himself the man of the house and he fucking abuses the kids, he abuses the parents of this house. And he just puts these people through hell for years on end. And he finally commits one fucking horrible atrocity on this family and he disappears. And the family are celebrating. They've been suffering through this guy's fucking torture for years on end. And a good 15-20 years goes on and this motherfucker shows up again. And now it is time for these people to get rid of this guy once and for all, man. But that is number 2, The Third Parent by Elias Witherow. So at the very number 1 spot, we got Return to the Black Farm by Elias Witherow. So as many of you know, The Black Farm was hands down my favorite book of 2020, if not my favorite book of all time. And I finally decided to read the sequel and I was not disappointed. So in this universe, if you commit suicide, God is gonna send you to this place called the Black Farm. And it is just as bad as hell, and if not, fucking it is even worse than hell. So in the first book, our protagonist Nick, he gets sent to this black farm and he actually manages to escape, but a year later, a series of events happen where Nick is forced to go back to the black farm, and this time it is 10 times crazier than before, man. It may not be as extreme as the first book was when it comes to the violence and all that, but we learned so much about the Black Farm and how fucking God and Satan operate in this universe, and it's just fascinating, man. I can't recommend this shit enough. If you liked the first book, you are gonna love the second one. You know what I'm saying? But that is number 1, Return to the Black Farm by Elias Witherow. And there you have it, man. Those are all of the books that I read in the month of January 2021. I hope you liked this video. I hope you leave a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my motherfucking channel.
Day to day, I'm hopping out the bed, but that ain't nothing doors. State to state, I'm all up and they say I'm fucking up these shows. Pay to play, we play Russian roulette, you niggas really hoes. Man, this shit so pretty though. This that new 2 kissy flow.